Hello everyone, this is Shu Yi here and welcome to another episode of Conversation with Shu Yi. Now in today's episode, we have a really interesting guest who is a global speaker and profit strategist all the way from Hong Kong, Miss Carrie Yu. Now Carrie is a business consultant and a business strategist who have consulted and helped many big businesses to thrive and to perform well even in the toughest economic time. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Carrie here has an amazing story to tell. What you didn't know about Carrie is that she actually started her career as a school teacher, where she successfully helped her school to actually get out of 5 million debt and created a record revenue that brought her company into its most profitable year in its 15 years of history. And today, Carrie has been recognized as the top 10 WeChat influencer in Hong Kong, where her content actually reached out to more than 100,000 people in Hong Kong and all the way in China as well. Carrie is also a best-selling author of a book called Creating Lifetime Loyal Customers, the 7 Success Principles to Attract More Clients Even in the Toughest Economy. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm really grateful to have Carrie here with us today because this is actually the best time for her to share her advice to all entrepreneurs and business owners out there to help you to thrive in this tough economics. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Miss Carrie Yu, and let us just dive deep directly into the interview. Enjoy. Hello, Carrie. First of all, welcome to the show. I really appreciate your time and also your effort to be here with us today to share with us how all business owners can actually go through these tough times together. So once again, welcome to the show. Now, Carrie, I know that you have published a book called 7 Success Principles to Attract More Clients even in the toughest economy. So seeing this COVID-19 virus outbreak right now, I know in Malaysia just received the news from our Prime Minister that our country will be going through another movement control order, which means that we won't be able to move out from our house for the next 14 days. So in this 14 days, I know a lot of companies are going out of business. Business owners can't get revenues in because they are not able to go out there to meet clients. So as an expert, from your point of view, I'd just like to know, how do you actually overcome this anxiety or fear that the market have, or how do you actually overcome this fear that people have right now?
Yeah, this is a really smart question, really brilliant question. Because it's like, this is universal principles for keep the business growing in different way, especially in this era we are staying right now, that is internet and offline. So for example, in a restaurant, if you already build up your like online presence, you can even deliver your food to the right? So no matter what kind of business, there's 3 sectors we have to really concern that we have still have a growth. First is like self-development or leadership. The second is like you have to keep abreast with the world. Most importantly is the technology. And the other thing is your loyal customer. That means if you have one customer, you cannot see them as a buyer. You have to see them as a loyal. If you have a relationship with them, even if you are in the toughest time in the business, no matter how big or small business, we will go ups and downs, right? But because the relationship with the customer, they will still support you, and even they know that you are in different time, they will like call more or like organize more friends or even family to support you. This is the whole frame of this book. And I'm so honored that I received some, even the Bloomberg influencer, that is a finance influencer, and also the legal 100 lawyers also recommend.
All right, thank you for that. So from what I've heard from you right now, in this tough time, it is the time whereby people need to build sustainable relationship with their customers, at the same time to establish their presence online. Now, Carrie, as I read through your profile, I understand that you have been in this corporate world for quite some time before you actually transition yourself to become an entrepreneur. So can you just share with us what made you decide that you wanted to become an entrepreneur?
Oh, actually, after I graduated from college, I started as a primary school teacher. And I have 4 years as a teacher. You know, a teacher just, you every day just face the students and parents. It's really environment that's not really complicated. But afterward, I have a chance to work in a business world. That I work as a manager in overseas study group. That is like when you enroll a student to study some credit in Hong Kong, and then we will the student will go to Singapore and to UK to finish a degree. And from that, like a hop for me is a real benefit to taste what business is. And I have a chance to, because at the time, that company actually have like a lot of that. It's over 5 billion Hong Kong currency. That is like 6-figure US. And I must to how my company get out of this, right? And so I try my best to learn online. Not so many people or so not so much information about online marketing stuff. So I just figure out by myself. I also study some book and try my best to help the company. So glad that during that period of time, I'm just 1 year, exactly 1 year, I'm not just help the company to get rid of like 6-figure around 600,000 more, much more US dollar, and also hit the record that is like a 15 years company history that no one can achieve that revenue. I think it's like over my CEO just asked me back to how to work with him every year after I finish. It's strict 5 years, and he told me it's like around I think it's like around one over Hong Kong dollar, 5 million US dollar actually. So I just start from that point. I know, oh, I have that potential in marketing, because when I graduate, I'm actually in education, so it makes sense to be, to get in the business field, right? But in business, to run a company is different in skill. So I think I have some potential of that. So I traveled to France and Europe for 1 month and to settle down and think about what I want to do in my future. So I start as a self-employed consultant. So I did freelance for like I help the IBM senior staff, and then from my work out, like 400 to 500 company, even the CEO and senior become my kind of student, actually my client. So I just consult them how to build a business while. And during Olympic time, I actually relocated to Beijing for so I know China is really well. Then combine my consultation, I have a part of the patient is help those or how those 400 to 500 companies CEO or senior staff enter China market easily and effectively. Just by one-on-one, as like a sales marketing stuff. So this is how I start my self-employed journey at those clients.
So talking about that, just now you mentioned that you consulted a lot of businesses and also you help businesses to go from loss making all the way into profit making. So throughout your experience of consulting businesses, what is the one mistake that you realize a lot of businesses make at the moment?
They take it for this is the most no matter it's big company or small company they do. They think I already did what you tell me, like email marketing. I have a social media account already. I have like newsletter every month. But the thing is, we have to see our customer not a buyer, and don't just like, oh, this is like it's like my client. We have to see them as a lover. So you have to try your best, like to see how can you help them and send those information like more emotional things, because I consult a lot of like 500 company, even legal 100 or the big communication group in the world. People, the last group they do thing is they have a format and a pattern. Okay, we have to do some charity this period of time. We have to do something. But if you do it from your heart, it's totally different. So this is a thing that I figure out, even the small business owner or biggest like a large group, 400 to 500 company, what the thing they have to shift and the mindset they have to shift.
Right. Now talking about that, right? Like times like this in tough economics, how do you actually maintain that good relationship between your business and also your client?
I myself, I will call my clients, no matter through social media, no matter through WhatsApp, because right now people is like more internet connected, so we just think that we post to our friends. Facebook connected is okay. We have a like, we have a link. But actually, back to basic. If you call them, they will be. I have a chance to work with one of the really influential marketing strategies in the world, and he actually helped those countries to improve their GDP. So it's really high level marketing. I can impress him to work with me as so like younger, and also I have the experience also like as him like over a few decades. Right? And so I just before that I have a sent email to him, but he has no response. So I worry about him actually pick a phone call to call him. Say, oh, I really worry about it because we have a back and forth. And afterward, he just stop. So what happened to you? Are you okay? And he said, oh, I'm so depressed. Because you call me because you worry about me, but not about right. I want to know how about so I think it's back to the basic of the friendship and relationship. If you have that emotional connect, it's much more easy to get you more referral, more new customers.
Okay, I understand. Now, seeing the situation right now and thinking from a lot of perspective from our business owners back here in Malaysia. So right now they have this perspective whereby in this tough time, one thing that they need to do is that they still need to profit in order for them to survive. But at the same time, they need to make sure to have that better client relationship, and they need to make sure they are able to add value to their clients. So how do they actually balance up these two elements during this time?
Yes, this is really challenge, and I also every day I have to think about this question to ask me every day. Yeah, I'm not. I would not call myself is already really 100% perfect, right? Because businesses change every day. It's that we have ups and downs. This is like a law, right? But we balance all different like a time management and also different sector. I think it's first of all you have to guarantee your quality, or no matter your product or service opportunity, guarantee the quality, and also have the ambition to do as the best in your industry. I think this is something really different. If you want, I want to run to make money, or I want to run business to help people and help them to be like as successful as possible. And I can honestly tell you, set up the other new company and I just have 3 clients. But all my 3 clients, they talk with me when they are prospect. They just tell me they want to be like the number 1 and dominate the market. So I think okay, we play because I'm doing kind of stuff. So my price is not cheap. The quality is equal to what you pay. So I think you have to really position well what kind of business or what position in your business you're doing. If you are like in the middle, it's quite hard to do it. If you are low ticket, you have to think about you have lot of quality. You have quantity, So I think if you position well, then different sector, no matter is provide value, with the customer relationship based or the product service quality, you can have different proportions. You know how to put your time to manage them as well.
Right, okay, understand. Now, talking about your book, 7 Success Principles to Attract More Clients in the Toughest Economy, seeing the condition right now, what do you think is the one principle that is very applicable to all businesses owners out there?
The number 1 principles.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you think
You
is
have
the most important right now for people to apply it in their business?
Okay. Your relationship with your old customers.
Your relationship with your old customers, all right.
Yeah, because in my experience, and even I interview those really successful entrepreneurs, or even the senior in the 500 companies, they also tell me relationship equal to money. So we have to put the priority really well. If you lack of money, for example, the business is going down, that is the money going down, right? Actually, it's the relationship with your own this way. So if you put that, like your relationship with your own customer is on the top of it, then the money will come. If you ask for help, they will help. So I think the priority is really important for us to know in this situation, everything else is like our control. What should put the first priority I have to settle? That is the relationship with your own customer.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you for that. I understand that as an entrepreneur yourself, you must have gone through tons of challenges to reach where you are today. So could you just share with us what is the one biggest challenge that you actually face as an entrepreneur?
From time to time when I have like a something new start, I think it's the management. Yeah, I have to test for a while to see, like your question, which sector I have to put more time, because everyone is equal 24 hours. But if I put a lot of time to communicate or to the prospect, and then maybe I lack of time to do some promotion, right? It's everything you have to, everything is asking you, you have to do that, and I have to figure out the time management. So sometimes I make mistakes. So this is like a really challenging for me as a time management. No matter is I get enough either or in a promote or launch digital product, and what is my priority? Everyone is asking me for this and that. So time management is really challenging for me. This number one challenge for me when I time to time. Yeah.
Right. Now, speaking about this challenge, I know a lot of business owners are facing this type of challenge as well, whereby they think, should I promote my thing more, or should I build relationship? Should I focus more on marketing? Should I focus more on finance? So as a business owner yourself, what is your advice to these business owners out there on how should they prioritize their time?
If you have a community, so if we can have like a regular meeting with those experts or different success business owner. I think here, inspiration is really help for my business owner journey. Actually, I think it's like no matter which level you're in as entrepreneurs, if you have like a circle that is you connect with the same industry or same business people, that will help, because your success actually is reflect on those 5 people around you. This is like a universal model that many guru or many master they taught us. Is if you want to see your successful rate, actually people just see that those most close friends around you, they will know how if you're doing well or you're doing. So I think it's really inspiring that, and really to surround yourself with those successful people and try your best, like have meeting maybe 1 month to ask them for lunch or together, and ask them questions how they become success, and also can ask advice in your well, that really help from the business.
Now, I really love your point about focusing more on collaboration rather than competition, because I always believe that if you want to go far in life, you need to have a team. You need to have a bunch of people who's willing to support you along the journey. Okay, Carrie, I just have one last question for you. So seeing this difficult situation right now, which I believe that the whole world is going through the same problem right now, what is the one most important advice that you can give to all business owners out there to help them to get past this tough times?
Okay, if you want to step out, the first thing is you can just be like to ask other, how can I help? No matter you can help either, people can feel you have a heart for that, and from time to time you will see things getting better. Like if you believe in spiritual realm, actually to help others from time to time or really fast period of time, you will get back what you want. So I think it's like money is the second. Money is like a reward from what you do before. And if you have a heart to help those people in hardest time, even you are in the hardest time, things will change, because like what you say, you can see the industry as a competitive industry, or you can see we operate together to see if I just promote our niche even in the same industry. I think the second option is much more healthier and long term for us to run the business, and also we will be more happier to run the business.
Okay, thank you so much, Carrie. Carrie, I really like to thank you for your time today. And for me to sum it up for the entire interview, I think that the top 2 lessons which I've learned from you is that number 1, you need to focus on building relationship with your customers. Because at the end of the day, customers only buy from people who they trust, who they like, and also who they respect. So focus on relationship. And number 2 is that you need to collaborate instead of focus on competition. Because at the end of the day, if you want to make money, everyone needs to make money together and help out the community. As long as you provide values first, the money will come. So with that, I would just really like to thank you again for your time being here with us, and we are really grateful to be able to learn from you. Thank you so much, Carrie.